All right, welcome back. Today we have the GMG Trek Prime, GMG's brand new model that just came out. This is a unit that is replacing the Davy Crockett. So what we want to do is just kind of go over a nice overview, show you a few more of the features on this particular grill. Obviously it's summertime, it's grilling season out there. You may be looking at different pellet smokers, different grills, different fuel options out there, and just again thought we would do a nice kind of overview highlight on the GMG Trek. Now this is very similar to the Davy Crockett. I mean, overall cooking surface, hopper size, overall functionality of the unit, very, very similar. In fact, most of the components are very similar to the Davy Crockett as well. But GMG has made a few nice updates on the Trek, and again, we're just going to kind of go into detail on that a little bit and show you the inside scoop. All right, so we've just opened up the lid on the GMG Trek, kind of exposing our cooking surface. So we have a 219 square inch cooking surface, and we have a peaked design right here with the lid. We have a 7 3/4 inch clearance from the grates to the top of the grill. So for a portable unit, we can really pack a lot in there. One of the things that I've noticed is different with the Trek from the Davy Crockett is going to be these cooking grates right here. So still have stainless steel cooking grates, but I've noticed that GMG went with a little bit heavier of a stainless steel, a little bit sturdier, and that's a really nice improvement on there. I like that. All right, so just like the more recent Davy Crockett's, we have a one-piece stainless steel grease drip shield. It's inside the unit, so I like to kind of pull that out at an angle. They still do offer the two-piece open flame technology design, but the one piece has been kind of the go-to for GMG, and I think that works really nice having used both of them. So as we take out that grease drip tray baffle, that exposes our fire baffle in the grill. Fire baffle is a brand new design right here for the GMG Trek. And one of the new features with the GMG Trek is the ability to adjust this fire baffle and have kind of some precision with that. So they have a small rod here on the side where we're actually able to move this fire baffle back and forth. So there may be variances depending on what you're cooking or where the food or the meat, vegetables is placed on the grill. And with this adjustment right here, allows us a lot of flexibility with where that heat is being directed over the cooking grates. GMG has some great suggestions, tips and tricks in the owner's manual regarding that new adjustable fire baffle, but that is a very cool design. Now with the fire baffle removed, we can clearly see the fire pot or the burn pot in the GMG Trek here. Same Venturi style design fire pot, produces a really nice clean cyclone type of fire that's in there. And one thing that is brand new on the Trek right here is the ceramic igniter, or the hot rod that's actually initially lighting our pellets. So ceramic igniter in here, generally speaking, should have quicker startups and should have longer life expectancy. All right, now one of the other new features that they've incorporated in the GMG Trek is a new thermal sensor. So the thermal sensor, located right here, is what's detecting temperature inside of that grill during operation. So, one of the things that I really love about GMG grills in particular is that we can grill year round. It doesn't matter if it's summer, spring, winter, or fall. The unit is actually being able to adjust the fuel feed and the air speed or of our inducer fan speed to keep our temperature exactly where we have it set, at least within a degree or two. So really does a nice job. And with this new thermal sensor, we should have even more precise control with maintaining that internal grill temperature to where we have our control board set or where we have the temperature set on the Wi-Fi app. So a nice little improvement with the GMG Trek on that new thermal sensor. As we're looking at the Trek control board on here, we have a digital LED control board. This is a Wi-Fi control board, and that is standard on the GMG Trek. Basically allows us to download the GMG app, connect it to the grill, and from our lounge chair in the backyard or the comfort of the couch, we can turn the unit on, we can turn it off, we can raise the temperature up, down, we can see internal temperatures of the food that we have on the grill with our meat probe. And it also has some really great tips and tricks and recipes. So very, very cool app that they have, and that syncs right up here with the control board. We also have options to run this manually. So I simply have a power button to initially turn the unit on. As I push that power button, it's going to go through a startup cycle. So it's going to feed some pellets, it's going to allow that ceramic igniter to kick in, and then it's going to bring in some combustion air as we get lit up. So it'll go through kind of a 1, 2, 3 sequence during our startup, which generally speaking takes about 3 or 4 minutes before we have a fire in the grill. It automatically defaults to the 150-degree low smoke setting, and then from there we have an up and down arrow where we're able to crank that temperature all the way up to 550, and again we're able to drop it all the way down to 150 in 5-degree increments. Right in the center right there you'll have a food button, so I can push that food button and see what the internal temperature is of whatever it is that I'm cooking on the grill right on that digital LED screen. I can push the food button again just to go back to where I have my temperature set on the grill. So nice control board design. As you can see, we do have the meat probe inserted, and that just runs right inside of the grill through a small little flapper door. So just moving to the side of the grill right here, we're going to take a closer look at the fuel hopper on the GMG Trek. So 9-pound fuel hopper that's on here on the Trek, so really nice size for a portable grill. As you can see, we have our small auger bit down below that's delivering fuel from the hopper into that center burn pot. Again, now we're not using a lot of fuel with pellet grills. They're very fuel efficient. I mean, on our lowest settings at 150, we're maybe at a 1/4 pound, 1/2 pound an hour. Yeah, as we crank this up to 500, 550, we can be between 3 and 4 pounds an hour. So again, I find that it's a very fuel conscious way to cook. In my opinion, nothing tastes better than cooking with real wood and having, again, options: apple, mesquite, cherry, oak, hickory. I mean, there's just a ton of options that are out there. GMG offers a fantastic lineup of their barbecue pellets, their cooking wood pellets. But really great hopper design on here. Simple, straightforward, nice flip up lid, and we always want to keep that closed while we're in operation. As we look at the right side of the GMG Trek, just want to kind of highlight and show off the heat adjustment rod that we have right here. So again, that is connected to the fire baffle inside the grill, allows us quite a bit of movement inside there, so we're able to get really quite precise with the placement, just depending on what we're cooking and what kind of results that we want to get. Now on the GMG Trek right here, we have a foldable stainless steel handle that's on both sides. So as we're looking to transport and carry the grill, nice folding design on these little stainless steel handles right here. And then down below we have our little grease drip bucket. So as we're cooking, that grease drip tray is going to funnel the grease right out of that chute and right down into that grease bucket. Kind of coming back around to the front side of the GMG Trek, we're going to just take a closer look at the leg design that's on there. So new leg design on the GMG Trek. Pretty cool. These are thick, sturdy, heavy-duty, staunchy legs that are on here. So they give us really nice support on the surface that we're setting the grill on. And one of the coolest features is that GMG has come out with a cart for the Trek. So essentially a backyard stand-up cart that the Trek grill fits right into. So the legs will slide right down into it. As you can see, we have those female bolt ports that we will secure into the Trek cart. And it's an all stainless steel cart, folding front shelf, folding side shelf, but really takes it to the next level with having a portable grill like this that I can take again to beaches and ball games and camping, and then I can set it upright in my backyard and have it at a nice kind of hip height as I'm grilling and cooking food versus having it on the ground. So a very cool new feature there with the staunchy legs on the GMG Trek. And again, we have our two handles, two stainless steel folding handles on the other side as we look to pull it out of the cart and take it on the go. All right, I think that was a nice little overview highlighting some of the features on the new GMG Trek Prime. And hopefully that was helpful as, you know, we take a closer look inside the grill and take a closer look at some of those kind of features hands-on to have a better understanding of the GMG Trek and how this unit is going to operate. Again, pellet grills for me, there's no better way to cook. You know, again, with a range of 150 to 550 degrees, I mean, we have the ability to smoke, and we can sear, and we can roast, and we can bake. I mean, the versatility of something like this is bar none. Flavor, you know, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, it comes down to the food, how good that food is. And my personal experience, there's nothing that beats the flavor of real hardwood. And again, one of the cool things with pellet grills is that we have a lot of different options with the pellet fuel, you know. GMG in particular, they offer 4 different kinds: a fruit wood blend, a gold blend, a Texas blend. They offer some, and they also offer an apple now. So they offer some really great hardwood pellets, and there's other hardwood pellets out there. So if you want mesquite, you want cherry, you want hickory, lots of options. And again, that real wood does a nice job complementing the food. I'm a huge fan of smoking a lot of the food that I do. I'll play around with different temperatures. I'll do different sears on things, reverse sears. So again, just opens up a whole world of possibilities and opportunities with something like this in a nice, compact grill that, again, we can have in the backyard, or we can take it to wherever we go. So I think it's an excellent unit. Now, as you're shopping around and looking at the Trek, I think it's, it's just like anything else. I want to pay attention to who I'm buying it from. Obviously, we always want a great price, but we also want to pay attention to customer service after the fact. And again, if I have questions, if I need anything for the grill, if maybe I want to add on some accessories, that kind of thing. So, I always suggest that folks do the research. Really make sure that you're purchasing the unit from somebody that's going to have your back once you have the grill, and any questions that you may need, whether it's immediate or whether it's down the road. So always good to keep those things into consideration. And we'll include some links to the GMG Trek down below in the video right here, so that you can kind of see what we have to offer and some of the different combo packages that we have with the grill. But so far, I am very pleased. And I tell you what, I'm loving that new GMG logo right there. It's very cool. But in short order here, we'll do a nice little highlight video on the Trek cart, and we'll be having some amazing food coming off this. So thanks again for joining us. Again, hopefully this was helpful. Any questions, leave us a comment below, and we'll see you soon for the next video.